Okay everyone, welcome back to more Monsters Inc. Scare Island for the PlayStation 2. I'm Nintendo Gen 64 and I am joined today by...
CrystalFissure.
Yes, and who should I play as, CrystalFissure?
This level is a Sully level, I believe.
A Sully level? Okay, well I just said in the last part that there's no really monster-specific levels, but if you say so...
There isn't. It's mainly judging by just the infographic here, which that's the only reason why anyone would ever, think there is a reason. And in some cases, it is slightly better to have certain characters, but it's only really more of a placebo, really. I'll try and think of a better example when you get into another level, and I can tell you why, but for now it's fine. This level's fine. This is City Park.
This is City Park, a very nostalgic level to most people who play this game, because if you were an avid library visitor like myself back in the day, then you would always play this game from the very beginning, and this was the first level in the game, so every time I went to the library, this game was like the default game you could play there.
It's the Groundhog Day of video game platformers at the library. You just replay this level every time you go there.
Pretty much. This level was the only level I really played. This level and the
because it's not like you get 4 options of what level to do.
Well, no, but this one is the most appealing one to start with. Anyway, so yes, this is the first level, which is called City Park. As we mentioned, you need green ooze to get that guy, so we won't be doing that just yet. And you
first difference, that's a coloured thing over there instead of just a single grey colour. See that thing there? That's just grey in the original version. Genius. On the PS1 version.
Look at that. That's some differences for you.
Oh, that's worth the RRP for getting the PS2 version.
Well, I was saying in the last part that I didn't know many people who actually own this PS2 version.
Own the PS2 version? Yeah.
Because I always thought the PS2 version of this game was very, very underdeveloped. It just seems like a direct port of the PS1 version, and it looks pretty shitty for PS2 games released around this time as well.
This was, I think it was still a 2002 release, so I mean, pathetic, really.
Still at the same time as PS1 was not quite dead yet in 2002.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of starting to fade, especially with the releases of games like Jak and Daxter and stuff. I think that really started to solidify, okay, we got to get rid of this PS1 crap, in terms of graphics and in general, it started to become obsolete around 2002, I reckon, around then.
I said in the first part, 2004 was when it just died, I'd say.
2004 was definitely the death, yeah, that was the end. There was practically no games released back then, but so yeah, this is a fairly late PS1 game, but PS2 it's very early, and you can tell it's a very early PS2 game. But just because of some of the textures are just very kind of
they're disgusting.
I don't know, generic game engine. Kind of like how you have those typical textures when you have like a game maker type program, with Blender and that. It's very average. However, other aspects of this game I am actually quite a fan of graphically. So
yeah, I do like, for instance, see that city there in the background. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
You can see it before, but that looks much better in the PS2 version. In the PS1 version, it's just like a 2D matte painting or something.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
It is really basic.
Oh, and look at this water. Oh, that's so early next generation console.
Yeah, it is. It's like one of those gimmicks when they were first testing out the capabilities of the PlayStation 2.
Oh, that's Spyro Enter the Dragonfly type of...
I'd argue Enter the Dragonfly if did an even slightly better job, at least because it's less of a gloomy shit colour like that was.
Well, that one, it doesn't even all it does is ripple, really.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, yeah. Dragonfly Dojo, though, from Spyro 4 is a very colourful looking level, though. I mean, that's one of the problems with this game, is that there's a bit of a colour contrast issue, especially with the colour of the ground here. Just really very unappealing.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this here. This is a trampoline, which you need to beat the first boss to get this. A difference I've noted is that it actually looks less translucent. You could be forgiven for thinking that that's actually a 3D model. Because in the PS1 version, it just you can tell it's like a translucent, transparent kind of ghost-looking thing. But there, I mean, from a distance, it looks like you could actually use it.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. I noticed that as well. It pretty much looks exactly the same, except you can walk through. Really, I wouldn't. Yeah.
All right, let's scare this guy. I mentioned in the last part, very similar to Ape Escape with the defeating a bunch of things in a level.
Yeah, capturing these children, capturing them and capturing children and using them for your own electricity. What is that a statement on? What is Monsters Inc. really saying?
Monsters Inc. is saying that children use too much electricity, and look at that thing just disappeared. Like,
that's harvest children. Yeah, you can stomp on that in the PS1 version too.
Yeah, but you can't do it in this version. I did not knock that down. It was just knocked down by the nerve, I think.
The nerve has more control than Sully.
He has what nerve does that nerve have to knock that over?
He really struck a nerve.
Yeah. This area here is a bit of a anomaly because you need to defeat a few. I don't know if defeat. What is the right word for scare a few nerves? That's probably just
murder. No. Well, yeah, scare. It's just you got to scare a few nerves. Yeah, and that's all it is. This whole I mean, it's quite an interesting like type of game, Monsters Inc. Scare Island, in terms of just like what they could have done. Like there's two Monsters Inc. games. There's this one which is the more popular one, and then there's the actual Monsters Inc. game, and both of them, I reckon, like missed the mark on a few key things, and I think one big thing is probably length of the game. I reckon.
This game is incredibly short, and in my opinion, if you want to see a good Monsters Inc. game, go watch my Let's Play of Monsters Inc. Ball Arena, or was it Scream Arena? Oh, that
Scream
game.
Team. No, wait, no, Scream Team. No.
The Scream Team is the NTSC version of this game.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, we need to scare this nerve, but I think I've exhausted all the things in this level.
You stepped on that plate yet?
Well, the plate, yeah, but doesn't that only open the thing in the... Wait. No, see, that only opens the trampoline.
You want to do that for when you come back.
Yeah, but I think I will have to like exit the level and come back into it and abuse the primordial ooze thing.
Primordial ooze, as I famously said in that incredible LP of Monsters Inc. that I did.
3 years ago, was it?
3 years ago. Actually, longer than that. It was 2010.
Oh, gee. Well, it was the end of 2010, wasn't it?
No. Around mid, I reckon.
Was it mid? Because, but you recorded it all in one sitting, or 2 sittings, didn't you?
3 sittings, yeah, that's good trivia there. This what's it called? The Primordial Ooze. That's the name of it. That's the name of a level in Ape Escape. So, they actually ripped off they ripped off a level name and called it an entire concept.
Looks like you can get up there.
I think that's something that wasn't existent in the...
no, it's just a bit of window dressing, I guess. Anyway, Oh wait, I have to scare this guy. I didn't scare him already. If you do not, I think you have to scare 6, is it, to get the bronze medal? What do you
5.
5.
And then basically the level just resets once you get 5, so then you can get the red ones by collecting, certain amounts of nerves.
Okay, this should be number 5 then, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't think I can get the red guys just yet. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, all right. Is he saying that?
He said it.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, let's save. I'm playing this on a emulator that does not have save states, so I need to actually save.
It does, actually.
Does it?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I know nothing about the PCSXR. Nothing at all.
Oh, PCSXR. What are you talking about?
Or whatever, PCSX2 or something?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It has save states? Oh well. I'll just play this like a regular guy playing a PS2 version of Monsters Inc. Scare Island.
Oh yeah, the millions that played it.
The millions.
And millions.
Thank you. That played this game in 2002. Anyway, so City Park is done for now, but we have to come.
Hey, look at that background. They don't use the background of the city.
No, they don't.
It's a gradient.
I guess it was Adelaide, and they were probably too embarrassed to put it up. Okay. Anyway, let's walk through the Spyro-inspired teleport thing portal.
Yeah, which leads like those backgrounds there don't really make much sense actually.
They don't.
They don't.
Well, anyway, that was City Park. Don't worry, we'll be coming back to that level. So if you love that level like I do, we'll have to come back in a future part once we defeat the first boss.
We are going to a very, very... if you go to the city centre next part.
Yep. I will be.
Yeah, this is a good reason to play the PS2 version. I'll say that.
Well, so. I do not know. I've never played the PS2 version before. This is all blind for me.
That's good.
So you'll experience my childlike giddiness at all the difference scasms in City Centre. See you then, guys.